So, hello, MP Julie Dzerowicz. Thank you for the opportunity. So, today our interview will focus on key supports and services for small businesses. We know that you have been actively sharing information with local businesses, and we'd like to explore these initiatives further. So, we were just talking about how small businesses can benefit from the Canada Carbon Rebate. How?
It's a great question. So first, prazer como sempre, and it's really nice to be here to talk about small businesses. Coming out of the pandemic, as you know, it's been so difficult for small businesses because customers they've changed their behaviors, Teresa. And so small businesses are trying to figure out how is it that they can continue to stay in business, make a profit, and serve, their community. So look, we've been charging because of climate change, and we're trying to reduce emissions. We've put a price on pollution, so people call it the carbon tax. But finally, we are putting out what we call the carbon rebate for small businesses. This comes automatically, Teresa. So on December 16th, you don't have to apply at all. If you are a small business registered in Canada, if you filed your 2023 taxes, we have your address. We know how much you paid in terms of the fuel charge on any of your gas or your energy that you used for running your business over the last few years, and we provide a reimbursement. And how much we give depends on how many employees you have. So for 10 employees, you get up to 4,000, 25 employees, up to 10,000, 50 employees, up to 20,000. 100 employees up to 40,000, and just under 499 employees, you can get as much as $200,000 back. So it all depends on how many employees you've had, and there's a sophisticated formula that they do. Like if 3 years ago you had 50 employees and then you had 45 the year after, they figure out the percentages and they're able to work that all out automatically. And so it's a good news message for our small businesses just before Christmas.
What can you tell us about the reduced credit card transaction fees for small businesses?
Yeah, it's a great question, Teresa. Look, many small businesses, because Visa and MasterCard and other credit card companies they charge so high, they're called interchange fees for, a customer to use a credit card, that many businesses just want to do cash. But as you and I both know, very few people are carrying cash anymore. And so you actually start having businesses lose business because they can't carry credit cards. So the federal government in Canada negotiated with Visa and MasterCard, the top two credit cards that we have in Canada, and they have agreed to reduce their interchange fees by 27%. And so that makes it affordable for small businesses now to allow credit cards to be used to buy or, to purchase goods at their stores or in their restaurants. And that's really good news for them. That increases the number of customers they have, and it allows, our small businesses to keep more of their profit.
You have also been highlighting inclusive entrepreneurship initiatives, particularly for women, Black communities, young people. Can you tell us a bit more about these projects?
Thank you for asking. I'm usually not in the business of really helping people find jobs, or even like a lot of businesses say, Julie, we're struggling and we don't know what to do, And so what I did is I thought, maybe what I could do is put together a one-pager, and it's actually on my website. And it's called Tool, Resources, and Funding. Basically, it's 13 key supports and services for small businesses from the federal level. So one of them is actually called a business benefits finder. It literally just allows you to put in the details about your company, how big you are, where are you located in Canada, and it literally gives you the full list of all of the different programs that you can apply to, different grants, different interest-free loans that you might be able to access, and any other supports. We do have very specific programs in place for women entrepreneurs. Women entrepreneurs have a much harder time getting loans from your financial institution. So the federal government wanted to step up to support them. Black entrepreneurs who've been traditionally discriminated around the world, including our own country. And so we wanted to rectify that with a specific fund for them. Futurepreneur Canada, that is for all young entrepreneurs between the ages of 18 and 35. Maybe there are entrepreneurs who want to export. Well, we have, a mechanism to help them. So we have a lot of, again, 13 different programs. They're all, they're great, but they don't fit everybody. So you're going to be small business and you're going to say, well, only one or two of these apply to me, but that's okay. At least it's one or two. And it allows you to sort of see what's available for you at the federal level. So it's an excellent resource, and we have that on my website.
How do you evaluate the current economic situation in Canada?
That is a great question. The International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, put out a report last week, and they said Canada is going to be the top growing country of all G7 countries in 2025. So that is extraordinary. We are going to grow by 2.5%, and we're going to be growing faster than the US, faster than Europe, faster than Korea and Japan. And so I want Canadians to feel very proud of that. We've had a hard time, like most countries around the world, coming out of the pandemic. We've had some really tough years of inflation, but in September, our inflation went down to 1.6%. And we're the first country in the world that has actually reduced our interest rates through the Bank of Canada four times, which is really great. It's at 3.75 right now. And so I think a lot of Canadians are hoping it'll continue to go down. The next rate cut, we hope will happen in December. And many believe it'll be another 0.5 rate cut, which is really nice for those who are businesses who are trying to take out loans, because the more they can get loans at lower cost, the more they can actually invest most of the money into their businesses to grow or to build a different business line or to pivot from where they're at. So look, we've created over 1 million jobs since the pandemic. We came out of the pandemic. Our growth rate is great. Our debt to GDP ratio. So our debt to GDP, so that means of all our economic wealth in this country, our overall debt for Canada is 1%. In the United States, it's 7 to 8%. Okay, so it gives you a difference about our debt levels are very low. So we have a lot of positive going for us. You've got global organizations with excellent reputations like the IMF saying that we're going to be the top country to grow in next year. And so I just say to our small businesses, please take advantage of all the programs and services that are out there. Contact your local member of parliament if you are not able to find the resources, but there's many resources available to small businesses. We are a small business economy in Canada, and we want to do everything we can to support their growth and their prosperity.
Finally, do you have any message you would like to leave to our Portuguese community?
Well, first I want to say thank you to them. It has not been easy to be a business in Canada. And so I just want to say huge thanks to them to continue to serve all of our local communities. My riding of Davenport continues to have the largest population of Portuguese in Canada, and I feel very proud of the community, and I want to do everything I can to support our small businesses. And I have a Davenport job fair that is taking place on November 16 between the hours of 1 and 5 p.m. And it's going to happen at St. Mary's Catholic Academy. And it's just across the street from Duffer Mall, and everybody knows where Duffer Mall is. And the reason it's important is if you're an employer, you're a small business and you have jobs, well, come by. There's going to be, I'm hoping to have over 1,000 people come by, people who might be looking at jobs. So they could be youth, they could be people who are trying to transition, or people who are older looking for jobs. We have people from the trades coming. We have a diverse group of businesses, everybody from, retail to Pearson Airport to the Hotels Association to the Restaurants Association coming. So lots of people with various different job opportunities, and also a lot of employers who have a lot of really great jobs to offer. So I just say to the community, to the employers, please come by. It's 1 to 5 p.m., St. Mary's Catholic Academy. Saturday, November the 15th.
Thank you so much for the invitation and also for the opportunity of this interview.
Muito obrigada. Thank you so much to you.
Muito obrigada.